What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. It's time for another episode of Raw, and will it deliver the goods or lay an egg? Join us now as Wrestlelamia analyzes Raw and looks at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including another story on WWE ripping off AEW, John Cena engagement rumors, another WWE superstar signs back up, a big match announced for the Elimination Chamber, and much more. As always, we won't waste your time recapping the matches, but we will take a look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly from last night's show. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. But as always, we look at the good of the show first, as number 1, Orton kills Hardy. A bloodthirsty crowd got to witness Randy Orton murder Matt Hardy on national television last night, not only furthering Orton's persona as a violent psychopath, but effectively writing Hardy off WWE television and likely out of the company since his contract expires on 1st March. Kudos to Orton, a performer who Wrestlelamia has repeatedly noted can be incredibly lazy in the ring, but when motivated, he can transform into a fantastic performer. Orton has clearly been motivated since beginning his program with Edge, and it carried through last night with Orton's facial expressions, promo, and body movements all conveying a character who is a menace to anyone he sets his sights on. Orton's methodical dismantling after an RKO was followed by Orton almost slithering around the ring before he methodically dismantled Matt with a steel chair. The segment was downright riveting, and Orton's awesome annihilation of Hardy made up for the WWE bait and switch by announcing the no holds barred match, only to have Matt say he wasn't cleared to compete. Number 2, a powerful promo. While there's an argument to be made that the WWE has been pushing Becky Lynch down the fans' throats like they've done in the past with superstars such as John Cena and Roman Reigns, there's a lot to be said for Becky's in-ring work and promo skills. Last night's promo, where she promised vengeance on Shayna Baszler, showed some of the edge that has been missing from the man's character since she finished her program with Ronda Rousey last year. If Becky and Shayna continue delivering fierce promos and equally fierce matches, fans may not even miss Rowdy Ronda. But that was the only good. What about the bad? As number 1, a wasted match. After weeks of building Rowan up as a monster heel with a mysterious birdcage, the WWE completely ruined weeks of squash matches by having him jobbed to Aleister Black. Granted, we have complained about the futility of squash matches as we repeatedly pointed out they serve a zero purpose, but while last night's match between Black and Rowan was action-packed and everything you'd expect, in fact you'll recall we've suggested more than once that the two lock up, there was a little build-up for it. This is the type of match that should have been built up for a pay-per-view. Furthermore, having Black go over clean on Rowan killed any momentum for a future feud unless the WWE wants to go the Buddy Murphy route. Then they can have Black defeat Rowan repeatedly only for Rowan to join up with Seth Rollins and win a title. It makes as much sense. Number 2, shut up Seth. Well, speaking of the Monday Night Messiah, Seth's sermon was terrible, and another reminder that if the WWE is going to go with Rollins as Raw's top heel, they need to make him more interesting. While it's reasonable to say that Seth's sermon was designed to aggravate the fans, the argument can be made the sermon had go-away heat. It would be interesting to see what the ratings are for Seth's segments. They probably turned away a few thousand viewers. Number 3, poor planning. As great as the Randy Orton Matt Hardy segment was, it shouldn't have gone on first. It was one of those cases where the WWE started off so strongly that anything after was going to be anticlimactic or a disappointment. The WWE should have aired the match that never happened at the end of the show, hoping that fans would stay tuned for 3 hours rather than watching the first hour and taking off as they usually do. We'll have to wait for the ratings before we say anything more, but so far it seems like a poor move. Number 4, too much filler. Now we brought this up many times, but until the WWE fixes the problem, we'll continue to bring it up. Raw has way too much filler. The Paul Heyman-Drew McIntyre segment was filler, as was Drew's match with MVP. Add in an odd match between Natalya and Kairi Sane, and it seemed like this was a late December, let's kill 3 hours until it's Royal Rumble time. Super Showdown is just next week. and just a week after that it'll be the Elimination Chamber, and the WWE just isn't building matches up anymore. The alleged main event was no better, and the WWE needs to be seriously considering revamping Seth Rollins and his heel faction, as it's not working. When you have talent like Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe in a program no one cares about, it's not the wrestler's fault. And number 5, again, nobody cares about babyfaces? Seriously, Matt was getting killed out there, yet no one from the back helped him out. Even a person like Kevin Owens, who has deceived just about every wrestler on the roster, managed to get some help as he was getting battered, but no one could come out for Matt Hardy? Not Christian or the Street Profits or the Viking Raiders, nobody? It's like Kevin Owens has an endless supply of people who will come out to bat for him. But that was the bad, and you'll be happy to know there was nothing downright ugly. However, there was more bad than good on this week's episode of Raw. The only thing people really cared about was the Matt Hardy-Randy Orton segment, and everything after that just fell through. Again, WWE made the mistake of airing this on first, so it's no doubt that they probably lost a good chunk of viewers from the second to third hour. When are we going to get something else other than 6 or 8 man tags involving Kevin Owens, the Viking Raiders, Buddy Murphy, AOP and Seth Rollins? It's just getting tiresome at this point. Can we just get Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins and be done with it? This has been going on since the Survivor Series. But all rants aside, what did you guys think of Raw? Let us know in the comments down below. But that was the good, the bad and the downright ugly. Let's move on to the news, as our first story looks at a big Elimination Chamber match announced. Entertainment site The Wrap announced another match for the 8th March Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, revealing Shayna Baszler, Asuka, Ruby Riott, Natalya, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan will battle to determine the challenger for Becky Lynch's Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 36. Normally we'd say the winner will battle whoever the champion is, but Becky's scarcity of title defenses has us thinking she won't be putting the title on the line anytime soon. Regardless, this could be the match of the night. This could be a chance for Riott, Morgan and Logan to show they are no second-raters. Next up, NXT TakeOver Portland boasts big box office. Triple H is very happy with the WWE 16th February NXT TakeOver Portland event, not only in terms of the in-ring performance, but the show's box office. According to H, the event was the WWE's highest grossing event in Portland since 2008's No Mercy pay-per-view. What was particularly impressive about the box office is that TakeOver did not run near any WWE pay-per-views, Raw or SmackDowns, thus the show, it can be argued, drew entirely on its own. Next up, another WWE superstar signs back up. A veteran WWE performer announced he's re-upped with the WWE. During an appearance on Lillian Garcia's Chasing Glory podcast, Shelton Benjamin revealed that he signed a new deal with the company. The 44-year-old superstar's WWE career dates back to his start in Ohio Valley Wrestling in 2000 and his main roster debut in 2002. He hasn't always been in the WWE, but it's likely he'll finish his career there. Shelton didn't go into details on how long his contract is, but with standard contracts running 5 years, that's likely the case. Next up, an update on Tito Ortiz in WWE. A quick update on our recent story about UFC Hall of Famer Tito Ortiz training at the WWE Performance Center, as speculation continues that Ortiz could be working in the WWE. But according to a recent report from PW Insider, Ortiz's visit was something of an introductory meeting spread over several days, so Ortiz, a lifelong pro wrestling fan, and WWE could feel each other out and see if the two sides might be able to work together down the line. As we noted in our earlier news video, he could work out well as a special attraction in the WWE if he's able to make the transition from the octagon to the squared circle. Next up, Elias praised by fellow guitar swinger. And professional wrestling has seen several performers not only play but swing a mean guitar. WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett was one such individual, as well as fellow WWE Hall of Famer the Honky Tonk Man, but in Double J's opinion, Elias has much to offer in and out of the ring. He's got something that you can't teach, that you can't coach, that you can't manufacture. He's got a unique set of skills, he's got an aura about him, a charisma about him that's very unique. The fact he can play and sing and wrestle and write music and tie it all together, it makes him a very entertaining character. Elias has been enjoying the spotlight despite only occasional appearances in the ring, and with rumors circulating that Elias will square off against John Cena at WrestleMania 36, this could be the Drifter's breakout year. Well, we have been saying that since 2018. Next up, is John Cena engaged? Speaking of Cena, a fan account tweeted a picture of John and his girlfriend Shay Shahriazadeh with the following message. Photo of John Cena with a fan in San Diego, California. Not starting any rumors, but it looks like he might be engaged. Shay's got a rock on her finger. If so, then congratulations on your engagement, John. It's nice to see both John and Nikki are moving on. Congratulations to the both of them. And our final story, is WWE ripping off AEW's t-shirt design? That's what some fans are asking after seeing Seth Rollins' new Monday Night Messiah t-shirt that features Rollins depicted in stained glass. Compare this to a t-shirt of AEW star Sammy Guevara, aka the Wrestling God, who is wearing a white robe while standing in front of a stained glass window with a sign that reads, "Hit me up." Some are claiming the WWE ripped off AEW's design, while Twitter user Reverend Jeremiah Constantine, aka WWE personality Abraham Washington, is claiming the WWE has been ripping off his comedy skits, including a series featuring him delivering short sermons mocking wrestling, as well as comedy skits with him playing a TV news anchor, pontificating on the humorous side of wrestling. If that's not confusing enough, Pro Wrestling Tees is releasing a shirt of CM Punk depicted in stained glass, similar to Rollins' shirt. Are the t-shirts too similar? Let us know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.